A player who swings like Babe Ruth, throws like Nolan Ryan, and plays with the enthusiasm of Jackie Robinson, that's Shohei Ohtani. He is not simply bending the baseball rules, he is subverting them in different ways, and people are coming from all over to watch him do it. So let's jump straight in to see this dude from Japan storm his way through a sport loved all over the world.
Shohei Ohtani!
Shohei Ohtani's name is buzzing in stadiums everywhere, turning him into a cultural legend beyond just baseball. He's pulling off what many thought was impossible, being amazing both at hitting and pitching, breaking the old rules that baseball has followed for over 100 years. So what's the deal for the sport, and how is he changing baseball culture for good? Hang tight as we dive into the rise of Shohei Ohtani and the walls he's tearing down along the way. Number 1. The remarkable journey from Japan to the MLB. Shohei Ohtani's path to making it in MLB was anything but easy. It was a total game changer. Growing up in Oshu, Japan, he showed crazy determination and talent, catching the eyes of scouts when he was just a kid. In Japan's NPB League, he wowed everyone with his ability to pitch and hit like a pro, something you don't see every day. When Ohtani decided to take the leap to MLB, he had to make a choice, stick to just pitching or hitting, but Ohtani wasn't having it and said he wanted to do both. The commitment was risky, with doubters across both continents, but honestly his impact on MLB shows he totally made the right move, paving the way for future two-way players all over the globe. Now, his success in the big leagues has shut up the doubters and changed the game, proving that if you use your skills the right way, you can achieve amazing things in baseball. Number 2. Redefining the two-way player. The idea of being a two-way player isn't brand new. Legends like Babe Ruth rocked both hitting and pitching back in the day. But over time, baseball turned into a game for specialists, with most players focusing on just one thing, either pitching or hitting. Teams worried about injuries and the pressure of juggling two big jobs in a game that needed super focused players. Then came Ohtani, who's done what a lot of folks thought was impossible these days. He's crushing it in both hitting and pitching, and it's making teams rethink how they view player roles. His style has got teams looking at how they scout and train players differently, plus how they can use a dual-role player in their strategies. Ohtani's shown that you don't have to specialize to be great, and he's creating a roadmap for the next gen of players to follow in the game. Number 3. Global icon and cultural ambassador. One of the coolest things about Ohtani's success is how he connects Japan and the US. Baseball's been a huge deal in Japan for a long time, with super dedicated fans, crazy high school tournaments, and a pro league that's just as intense as MLB. But not many Japanese players have jumped over to MLB and made a big splash, besides a few legends like Ichiro and Hideo Nomo. Ohtani's success really hits home for fans of both countries, making baseball feel more connected than it's ever been. Japanese fans now follow MLB more closely, while American fans are gaining an appreciation for Japan's intense baseball culture. His bilingual post-game interviews, respect for cultural traditions, and grace under pressure have made him a beloved figure worldwide, and this level of connection is reshaping MLB's image, emphasizing its reach and relevance as a global sport. Ohtani is bringing fans together from all over, motivating kids from different backgrounds to get into the game. Number 4. Challenging stereotypes and breaking preconceived notions. For years, Asian players in MLB have dealt with stereotypes, saying they weren't strong enough or were too focused on technique instead of just bashing the ball. Even with stars like Ichiro, Hideki Matsu, and Yu Darvish proving them wrong, those stereotypes stuck around. But then Ohtani came along and not only crushed it as both a hitter and a pitcher, but he also brought some serious power and speed that changed the game. By showing that Asian players can dominate in every part of the game, Ohtani's opened doors for future talents from Asia and elsewhere, inspiring young players who might have felt held back by these old ideas. His success has pumped up athletes from all backgrounds and is shaking up how diversity is seen in the MLB. Ohtani's breakout has been crucial to opening up the league's perception of Asian players, fostering greater inclusion, and attracting fans from around the globe. Number 5. Impact on baseball's rigid tradition. Baseball, known as America's oldest pastime, is a sport that's all about tradition and takes its sweet time when it comes to change. This tradition includes strict rules for players, often limiting pitchers to one or two positions. The legacy of specialization in MLB has even created separate leagues in American and National Baseball, like the American League's adoption of the designated hitter rule, which allows pitchers to avoid batting entirely. Ohtani's two-way success has shattered that mold, proving that players can be effective and extraordinary in multiple roles. His performance is leading coaches, analysts, and fans to question whether specialization is truly the best strategy, and there's an active discussion about MLB's regulations to make two-way players more viable. Some teams may start developing more versatile players, breaking free from baseball's rigid norms and allowing a new generation of multi-skilled athletes to redefine the game. His success has become a rallying point for those pushing MLB to be more adaptable and forward-thinking. Number 6. Inspiring young athletes worldwide. Ohtani's journey isn't just about changing the game of baseball, it's about motivating young athletes everywhere. Kids who watch him get to see what hard work, talent, and commitment really look like. They see that it's possible to excel at multiple skills even in a highly competitive environment like MLB. This influence is huge. Young players who used to think they could only play one position are now motivated to chase their full potential with no limits. By breaking the mold, Ohtani is showing that there are so many ways to play the game, making baseball more exciting and flexible for the future. Number 7. Economic and media influence on baseball's future. Ohtani's got everyone talking, which is boosting ratings, merch sales, and ticket sales for MLB, especially for his team, the Los Angeles Angels. The impact on the league's global market is substantial. People who wouldn't normally care about baseball are getting into it thanks to Ohtani's exciting plays, which is helping MLB reach fans all over the world. Sponsors and advertisers see how popular he is, making him one of the most sought-after stars in sports. His impact is pushing MLB to spend more on international marketing, team promos, and community events so that future talents from all sorts of backgrounds can get their moment in the spotlight. Number 8. The future of Shohei Ohtani and baseball's evolution. As Shohei Ohtani keeps doing his thing, everyone in baseball is paying attention. He's proved that players who can do two roles aren't just a cool gimmick, but a real strategy that could change the game down the line. Ohtani's success is pushing coaches and managers to rethink how they develop players. There are young athletes out there who, thanks to Ohtani, might one day make it to the MLB as two-way players. His impact is already being felt not just through his achievements, but also in how people see what baseball players can really do. Shohei Ohtani is way more than just a baseball player. He's changing the game and how we think about talent and culture in sports. His incredible ability to do both pitching and hitting is inspiring young athletes everywhere and pushing baseball to grow. As fans, we are super lucky to watch history unfold with every game he plays. What do you think Ohtani's impact will be on future generations? If you're pumped about what's next for him, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss out. Thanks for hanging with us, and we'll see you in the next video.